Hey everybody, it's Chantel, and I found this on my desk, and I thought it was really cool. So, I just got back from my doctor's appointment, and total bummer. I am so sick of doctors. Who agrees with me? Okay, so been doing this spiel for about 2 months, and I've had other problems in the past with my IUD and stuff, but nobody wanted to listen at all. So just found out that the doctor couldn't even see my strings or be able to pull it out at all. So I have to have an ultrasound next Monday. So excited. And not happy. They should have just been able to take it out, but I think something's really wrong with it, so I have to wait and see what the ultrasound says, and then I have to see the doctor that actually put it in, which I've been trying to get an appointment with that lady forever, and hopefully I can get one this time. My headache's better today. I don't have very much dizziness. But after my whole escapade this morning, I'm sure it's bound to get me later anyway. My ankle's feeling better until the lady had to turbo down the hallway. Like, what's with the nurses that they have to walk you fastly to the room to sit and wait for the doctor? Like, seriously, what is the point of that? Like, I understand if you're at a hospital and you have to walk fast all day. Like, I get that part, but from the waiting room to the room to go wait for the doctor, why do you have to, like, turbo speed? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. I understand if that's the way you walk, I guess, but I don't know. I'm just really PO'd about this whole situation, so I'm really sorry. But anyway, so with all this going on, I called my OB first when all this started happening. Like, I had my headaches and dizziness for like 4 weeks. I seriously thought it was just gonna go away. Like, you know, I'm one to try to like tough it out, and maybe if I just ignore it, it'll go away, kind of thing. Well, when that wasn't happening, my husband kind of got concerned, so I did end up calling the OB in the first place to see if it had been my IUD. Because when I looked it up online, it said like headaches and a bunch of other symptoms that I was currently having at that time. Like, I had every single one. And so when I called my OB, I talked to like 3 different nurses in a like 2-day time period. And they just, you know, I'll check with the doctor and call us back tomorrow or whatever. And so I did everything that they requested of me to do and called them back and, you know, played phone tag forever. I don't know why you have to do that too. All the while, I was just trying to make a regular appointment to just go and talk to the doctor and see if it was. But the nurses were like pretending to be all concerned, it feels like. And so finally they get back to me and they're like, oh, well, we don't think it's your IUD. You should just go see a regular doctor. Well, when I went to the regular doctor, first of all, that was a friggin', it was so hard to get an appointment. Like, I tried 3 different clinics, and the first one, I wasn't available in their system. Like, they never heard of me when I called and made the appointment myself, which my one girlfriend was sitting there with me as I was making the appointment. And I also got one of those calls, automated calls, that said, "This is your appointment date and time. Please be at here at this time." And I was, and then they're like, "Oh, you're not even in the system." So I don't even know what that was about. Thank you. It's my husband. Yeah. So then the second time I made a doctor's appointment, it was like the wrong time or something. Like, I swear, every time I go, they just like have something out for me. Like, that's why I keep calling this the story of my life, because I'm like the nebulous, like, black rain cloud that just everything will go awesome for like 6 months, and then I will like have a tornado hole for like 3 months. Like, anything I do, I swear. And just like trying to freaking see a doctor and make an appointment. Like, I have insurance, I have this, I have that, I have everything up front. And it's like, I don't even freaking exist in the system. Like, I have the confirmation call that you called me that this is the date and time. Well, we have no record of you. Oh, okay, because I'm just invisible now, right? Like, okay, anyway. So, the next step was I went to a regular doctor. I finally got an appointment with another friend that works at an Avera clinic here in Brandon. And so I finally got into that person, and we did blood tests. We did all these types of labs. We did, everything possible. And, he was just saying, sometimes in your 20s, some people get these, like, migraine fits or whatever. And, they just happen to 20-year-olds. They don't know why, and this, that, and the other. So, okay, I thought it was that, maybe. And we had blood tests, and all these other type of things going on, and he gave me medicine, but it didn't work at all. Like, it made me worse than what I was. It would, like, let me sleep for an hour, but then, like, I was, like, dizzy, loopy all the time. It was just ridiculous. And so I took those for, like, 2 days, and I stopped, and I tried everything. I tried Excedrin tension headache, Aleve, Bayer migraine, you name it, I did it. Nothing worked. Like, it was just still, like, and it would go into my eyes, and it would go to my temples, and it would go to my back of my head. Like, it would just not move all the time, but it would be like here for like 3 hours, and then it would be here for like another 4 hours, and then it always like knows when I'm going to go to bed, because then it'll be right in the back, and it'll go down my spine and do the whole arm thing. And it's like, yeah, because that's comfortable to sleep with, right? Yeah. Anyway, I even went to the MRI and had all that done, and still nothing. So finally, after all these tests and doctor's appointments and all this blah, they wanted me to go see a neurologist. Well, I just think that that's like the last ultimate thing, like, I just feel like they just want to take all my money because I have insurance, which is probably true. But anyway, so I decided to just have my ID removed, since I heard some stories from other ladies who have experienced whatever, that I'm just like really fed up. Really tired of it. Like, I've been sick for like 2 months, not being able to do anything, not be able to be a mom, not be able to do simple stupid stuff like the dishes and the laundry. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm just really getting tired of dealing with these people who are not listening. Like, seriously. I'm really tired of it. Like, if you want to be a doctor, then actually, like, listen to the people. I mean, I know I went to nursing school to be a nurse aide, and I was trying to go for my MA, but I just, like, I'm just fed up with people and nobody listening. And, like, even when I was gonna go to nursing school, like, everybody's like, well, you have to be a witch to get in there. And I'm like, you shouldn't have to be. And I know not every nurse or whatever is, but it just seems like nobody wants to listen. Like, I know my body. I know what's going on. Why are you reading from a textbook trying to tell me, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. Like, I know that you know every disease in the world and whatever, but sometimes it could be one thing or another. Like, why do I have to go to 6 different doctors to figure out what the heck's wrong with me? Like, I give kudos to Dawn because she freaking has cystic fibrosis, and to not breathe clearly every day and to be spitting up mucus and to deal with the things that she deals with personally every day. I give kudos to anybody that has more than whatever I'm dealing with, but I am seriously tired of it. Like, either know your stuff and listen to what we're saying, or just don't even be a doctor. Like, for real. Just don't even attempt to do anything with it. Like, you need to go see Jesus or something, because it's getting ridiculous. Like, communication is so important in that type of environment. And I know I professionally worked it for 2.5 years, but I still think I would know a little bit about just common courtesy of just giving an ear to listen. I think that's why I'm doing this too, because nobody wants to listen. Oh, whatever. You might think it's like a pity party or something, but I'm just trying to say that people need to listen, because this is just ridiculous. Like, why do you have friends then? Why do we communicate with other people if you're not going to listen? I hate the people that want to try to be my friend just because they want to just dump on me, but then when it's my turn to speak, or when I think it's my turn to speak, they just, but this is what's happening in my life, and this is what's going on with me. It's like, I just told you that I'm having all these problems, and I was looking for a little bit of advice. I mean, I know we're supposed to go with God with everything, which I do. I take everything to Him first. But I just, like, need to unload somewhere, because nobody wants to listen or hear. So I guess I just talk to myself. I'm so lame. I'm sorry, I'm just poor Chantel. Okay, anyway, next subject. So I have a funny story. Me and my husband went to Walmart and we were doing a little bit of food shopping. And so, yeah, we got all the way down to the one end, you know, like by the chips and whatever, and then, you know, you have to walk all the way down to go to the checkout, and we decided that we were gonna make a, like, Velveeta and bean dip or whatever, like, just because we like to do that. And so we're just walking back down, you know, and we totally spaced out Velveeta. So what I do, I know it's probably lame, but I'm probably not the only one. What I do when we're walking back down is I will look down every aisle to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I, like, read the signs and I, like, look at the shelves as we're, like, walking along, so I can be like, oh, we need that, you know, right there. So I totally did that with the Velveeta, and there was a guy who was stacking the shelf there, you know, And so my husband went down there and got the Velveeta, and he put one in the cart, and I was like, oh, I need two because I was making something else too. And so he went all the way back down there to get the second one, and he came back, and the worker came up to us, and he goes, you know, there's Velveeta right there. And there was like a whole big pallet of Velveeta right in front of us, like one pallet over. Yeah, I know. It was great. Maybe you had to be there. I don't know, but it was funny. Another thing we were doing is we were looking at all the candy stuff, and like, just couldn't believe they already have out candy canes. Seriously, candy canes. So anyway, we were looking at all the candy, and there was these little mini lightsabers. We played with those. And I don't know, we were just trying to have a good time, and he just tries to make me laugh all the time, and sometimes it's hard because sometimes it'll just like hit me, and then it's like, oh, I really don't feel good, and then like I have like no facial expression whatsoever, and it like really hurts to like smile and stuff. So sometimes I think it's really hard for him to deal with that too, because I'm usually always, yeah. So anyway, those are my stories for today. Hopefully the next doctor's appointment will be better, and hopefully all this stuff will be getting taken care of. Yay! So this is Chantal, Story of My Life, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.